Coach, Broncos are coming off a split with Notre Dame and a pretty fair result given the way both teams played over the weekend. Had some trouble putting the puck in the net Friday, but really solved that problem and then really shut Notre Dame down on Saturday.
I thought we played a solid hockey game down there Friday. It wasn't great. We had several opportunities that we didn't finish. They probably were the better team a little bit that night, and we do have to find a way to score a goal. Saturday, I thought we were very good right from the drop of the puck. Our energy level was high. We played with more intent. We played with purpose physically on the forecheck and in front of the net.
With the exception of Friday, you guys have done a tremendous job of limiting opponents' chances, usually holding them to about under 20 shots a game. What has led to that so far this season?
Well, I think it's puck pressure. It's our style of play, and we'd like to have the puck as much as possible. When we don't have it, we're attacking and we're making it real hard to enter our zone under control. And then there makes them chasing the puck, and then we've been efficient on our breakout so far. So I think it's just hard to have it in our zone for a long time. Our D have done a great job against the rush, which is limiting possession in our zone.
You had the tough task of replacing two big-time offensive defensemen in Ronnie Adert and Michael Joyo, who left the program for pro hockey and graduation. Doesn't seem to have been a problem so far this year with a lot of defensemen stepping up and scoring goals.
I mean, Ronnie and Michael both did a lot more than score, and they were elite players for us and great people as well. Certainly, we've had our D-core step up as a whole. Zach Columbus certainly comes to mind when you think of goals scored, and he's done a good job. Some of it's systematic as far as our approach and our willingness. We call all our defensemen offensemen. We want them in the play, and by being in the play, you generate points.
One guy who's also really stood out so far defensively this year has been Jacob Bauer. Can you talk about his evolution from when he got here to where he is now?
His improvement's been extraordinary. Honestly, he came in at Christmas during the COVID year. I thought he was a little behind where I thought he was going to be, frankly, when he got here, but he's done nothing but work and improve since. Again, another great kid who loves coming to the rink and getting better every day. And so I still think there's a bunch more offense in Jake Bauer's stick than even maybe he knows. He shows it in practice, he shows it in flashes, and we'll get that out of him on a consistent basis.
And what can you tell us about this Michigan team coming in here this weekend?
They look a lot like last year's team. They're loaded. They're the most talented team in the country. I don't think they have 7 first-rounders or some version of that again. So they have a fantastic young centerman. Adam Fantilli leads the country in points right now, having the best season of any draft-eligible player in the history of college hockey. So they're dangerous. They're offensively gifted. Everything you'd expect from their team, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
Big weekend out of Cameron Rowe and goal for you. Can you talk about his play so far this season and this past weekend?
Yeah, no, I think Cam's again is like a lot of our other players. He's starting to get better every day, and Cam is the best when he's calm in there, and like most goaltenders, and he's Will Massey's done a great job with him in practice as far as getting Cam to realize he's 6'3" and he's a big cat in there, and just let some pucks hit him, and then when you need that athleticism, because he is athletic, like on that 5-on-3 kill, and he slid over and made maybe a game-saving save. He also has athletic ability, so it's great.
Cedric Fiedler's really been solid for you defensively, and now he's added some offense to his game. Finally got on the score sheet with his first 2 goals as a Bronco.
The great thing, Cedric's a world-class kid, and he comes to the rink with a smile and ready to go every day, and that is so obvious when he scored by his teammates' reaction. You can tell this guy's loved by his teammates. He's a great teammate. It was great to see him score. And then for him to get 2 and 2 one-timers, we've had some fun with that for sure.
When you play at Yost Arena, the crowd gets into it, particularly at the start of the game. But last year you took them right out of it. You got up early, and they were pretty quiet the rest of the evening, really.
Yeah, it's always interesting. Even last year when we were up, they're so dangerous offensively and such a quick, straight offense that there's no time to relax in that game for sure. But certainly that's your winning formula against a highly skilled team is try to get up early, play your game, make them break out more than they're attacking, and try to play in their end.
How about the new coaching staff? Have they changed many things, or is it pretty much the same? Are they doing anything differently?
Obviously, there's a lot of new personnel, but a lot of new skilled personnel. I think the overall setup looks pretty similar. They're going to attack. They want to score. and they're going to send people up the ice. And I think Billy McCult's still there, their associate head coach. I think a lot of things look similar to me.
After last year's GLI, is this a game that's been a weekend that's been circled on your calendar?
We don't necessarily circle things. We got 2 good contests in with them last year. We would have loved to play them a third time. Obviously, that wasn't an opportunity we were given, but we'll play them this week, and we're excited for it.
Jason, I guess just start off with your thoughts of the split over the weekend. Obviously, some trouble scoring on Friday, but a lot of chances. And then Saturday, you put the puck in the net and you really limit Notre Dame's.
Yeah, I mean, Friday we played well. We just didn't score on our opportunities, and they took advantage of their opportunities. But I was happy the way we responded on Saturday. We were able to score the first goal. I thought that was big for us. And then it was just a big game for Galambos and Seti. They came in clutch for us, and we were able to get the job done.
I asked Coach this and wanted to get your opinion on it as well. You guys have done a tremendous job of limiting opponents' chances, often, the low 20s in shots on goal or sub 20. On the ice, what do you see that's leading to that?
I think we're just doing a good job of locking down in D. It starts in the D zone. That's where offense will come from. We got to start from D, work our way out. But I think that's been a big mentality of us, is locking down in D and making sure we're cutting down on the opponent's opportunities.
Coach mentioned that you could tell by the reaction of the guys on the ice and on the bench, how much it meant to see Cedric get his first 2 goals. What kind of teammate is he, and how happy were you guys for him?
Yeah, he's an unbelievable guy. He's willing to do anything for us. Comes to the rink every day, biggest smile on his face, always laughing. And he just works hard. He's such a hard worker, and to finally see him score one and see his excitement and everyone else's excitement for him, it was awesome.
Your line has done a lot of the offensive production so far this season, but the defenseman got the goals on Saturday, but Tim Washy's line with Wyatt Shingothi and Jamie Rome and then Trevor Bishop also filling in at times there. What did you see out of that line on the ice?
I mean, those guys, they bring it every day. They're such hard workers. They come in every day with the mindset of we're going to get what we need done, and it's great to see them starting to produce. And I mean, it takes a full team effort, and to see those guys step up, and when our so-called top players aren't producing, to see them come up and do their job and help the team win, it's great to see.
Wyatt in his first game this season, probably the best game of his career that he's had so far. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit last year. What have you seen, from him so far this season? And as a leader, what do you do to kind of help those younger guys that might be in and out of the lineup along?
Yeah, I mean, it can be frustrating at times, but it's good to see him kind of come out. He was excited. He was ready to go. He just kept grinding. He wasn't in the lineup. He worked his way into it, and just to see him play as well as he did, it's good to see, and hopefully it keeps going up from there for him.
And then even a guy like Trevor Bishop, who's been kind of the extra forward on occasion this season, filled in for you on a couple of shifts after a long penalty kill as well. What kind of kid is he to know that he may not be getting in the lineup or on the ice every week, but still shows up every day to practice?
Yeah, he's another guy. He comes every day. He works his ass off. Works his butt off. He's one of those guys that he wants to do anything he can to help the team win. And like I said, he just works hard every day, and every chance he gets out there, he's gonna do his job.
You get Michigan this week. What do you think of the Wolverines this year?
It's the same team. They're a really skilled team. They're gonna play hard, but it doesn't change our mindset. It doesn't matter about the opponent. We're going to go in and play our game and get the job done.
Played them there last year, and you got up and took the crowd right out of it. The crowd kind of likes to get behind their team, but when you have the lead, it's really hard for them to do that.
Yeah. Obviously, we need a quick start. We need to get on them right from the drop of the puck. That's one of our keys for us going to every game, but especially this weekend, kind of take the crowd out of it and just get to our game right away.
Saturday got a little physical, but I think the Broncos don't mind playing that way.
No, we embrace it. We love the physical game. It's part of our game. So anytime we get an opponent kind of off their game and join it, it's good for us, and we won't back down from that.
Jason, you're the captain of a team that half of the personnel turned over from a year ago. How has it been involving all these transfer players and freshman players into the culture here at Western Michigan?
I think it's been really smooth. All of them have bought in right from the start. We've really come together. We're a family. And I think just as the season goes on, we'll get closer and closer. And I think off the ice, we're a really close team, and it's starting to show on the ice too. We're coming together.
Had some big crowds so far. Lawson Arena going to have probably the largest crowd on Saturday. What does that do for you guys when the Lunatics are going and the community's behind you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Lunatics are awesome. We love having them. We feed off their energy. When we get that first goal and hear the place erupt, it gives us a little extra juice. But no, we love the support. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to this weekend for sure.
You were here last year, and there was some kind of bad feelings towards Michigan after the GLI. Is this a week that you guys have been looking forward to?
I think so. This one was definitely circled on my calendar, that's for sure. We're a little upset with the way things were handled last year, but we'll take that into consideration and take that into the weekend with us.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Thank you.